What I'm about to show you, it's gonna change your game when it comes to producing Latin music. And I kid you not, this is absolutely epic.
Watch me take control.
In today's video, I want to showcase the SalsaLoops plugin by my dear friend Alex Rivas. And guys, this right here, you have no idea how long I've waited for something like this. And yes, there are some Latin music libraries out there, especially when it comes to percussion and all this stuff, and pretty famous ones as well. But I'm still missing something. It's not the same what I hear in my head to what some of these plugins are offering. And this one actually is made by my dear friend Alex Rivas, and he's from Cuba, same as I, and he's a beast, a producer beast actually. He's absolutely amazing, and he comes up with this plugin, and I had to have it because I'm a percussionist and I know how my instruments sound. And believe me, this is it. This is it. And I'm going to show you in a second. So once you install the plugin, it's on salsaloops.com. You're going to find it. I'm going to leave all the link in the description so you can get this one. But what you have here is a bunch of instruments that are absolutely essential for Latin music, whether it's Cuban music or merengue or bachata. You need this because this is absolutely essential. First one I'm gonna pull up is the timbal. I'm so glad that this has this kind of interface because now I can see exactly what's being played as soon as I play anything here. For example, the clave, and that's that jam block. I know exactly what's sounding there, and if I want to modify the mix of that, I can lower the volume or going up in volume. So this is absolutely a must here. This is ridiculously good. I love the way they plan this plugin because it's easy. It's easy to go around and create your own mix of the timbal. So for example, the side, left side, right side, okay? So low open. If you want more volume, less volume, whatever it is. High open. That's nice. That sounds so good, man. The mute on the high, low mute. That's ridiculously good as well. So low slap, high slap. That sounds great, actually. The cha-cha bell. Guys, just the sound alone, you can feel it's real. It's recorded with real musicians, with real instruments. The clave. That's the what we call contracampana. So it's like the splash, a crash, swells too. For cumbia too. And then a little bit more. Because they included loops. Man, that sounds so good. They included reverb here. So you can play with that. Some delay too. If you want to get a little bit more creative with the effects. The panning, the gain, the tuning. If you want to go like higher, which I don't recommend, but if you hit double click, actually, you go back to the default. But if you want to go like lower, and what I loved on this side actually is that they added this lo-fi thing. If I click on it, it will give me that lo-fi vibe. And just imagine something that it's super slow or to give it a radio feel to the music. Man, this is great. Then you have distortion drive 2. And the mix of the distortion. And that's a nice distortion. And that's just one of the instruments. You have bells. And also, this is something that not many libraries have, because they don't know how we play. They don't have a clue. And even though they recorded this in high level and stuff, whatever, usually it takes a percussionist to know that you need this stuff. Because those kind of sounds, these two right there, are absolutely essential for music. And you have couple bells, bell 1, bell 2. And that sounds pretty cool as well. You have a bachata bongo here that, guys, this one alone, man, it's worth every penny. And this is one of the expansions. This is the bachata expansion of the SalsaLoops. But, man, if you can get one, get this ones. Just listen to how this sounds. Now, those are bachata bongos. That's ridiculously good. Now, there's conga for merengue. And let me show you something. This huira. How cool is that? That's a merengue huira. That sounds absolutely amazing. Now, on this side, if you want to get a little bit more nitpicky with the sound and how you process the sound, I have a few recommendations. So if you have something like fresh air, for example, which I'm using here, if you activate that now, before, after, you can get a little bit more of that high-end sound usually associated with this kind of instruments, and mix it in that way. I also like to add maybe some compression, and here I'm using the SSL 4K and to give it something extra to the compression there. Now it sounds like this. That's amazing. And I like to add, instead of this reverb, which it's not bad, I enjoy something like Burp Suite Classics, some of the rooms in there, and I like to play with that. So to give it a more cohesive sound to that as well. That's on the mix side. So before and after. After. So that's what you can do with the mix side of this. And there's so many instruments here, like the tambora. It's so good. I want to show you a real example on how you would use something like this. For example, I'm going to use the timbal here to record something for this beat. Let's see how that goes. So I'm going to record some cumbia kind of stuff, kind of rhythm mixed with reggaeton. So you'll see how this sounds. So let me show you how this sounds. And it comes with a bunch of MIDI files, so just drag and drop it. And let's play this really quick. Let's see how that sounds. Of course, that's too fast, so I'm going to double that 1, 2, 3, and 4 up to here. So that's double. That's pretty cool. I like that. And if you don't know how to do that, actually, with number 1 on your keyboard on Cubase, you can select actually this one that has a little clock. So that applies time stretch, and that works with MIDI too. So that's a little trick there. Instead of having this bell at the beginning, all of these bells, I'm going to move them to the clave, because that's usually how it sounds back then. You can do it both ways, but I like to start with this. So just the timbal and the bass. Let's duplicate that. Now we're gonna add a Wira cumbia. Okay, Wira cumbia. Let's see if there's a MIDI there for that one, if that works. Of course, also double tempo. So I'm gonna boost this to 26 right there. Now, right there, we're gonna add something extra. Instead of this, we're gonna add another note here that is more the longer notes. That's nice. And there also that longer note. And then you can modify and you can play with this as much as you want, guys. As easy as that, you can create a song from scratch with these instruments, and they sound amazing. So highly recommended, guys. These instruments are blowing my mind right away. SalsaLoops.com. You can go there, check it out. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Huge shout out to my guy, Alex Rivas. He did an amazing job recording these instruments and putting something together that is actually useful when it comes to Latin music. So if you're a Latin music producer, this is a must. I'm telling you right now, this is a must. Go get it. Believe me, you're going to thank me later. See you in the next one.